Good morning, good day. I'm going to do something that I very seldom do. I apologize for the dark exposure, but I thought this is important to get out. I haven't got much time to talk. I'm going to do something that I very seldom do, and that's make a prediction based on what I see is happening in the markets and the geopolitical realm and internationally. You ready for this? All right, so in short, I believe that we are about to see a tokenization of the complete petrol system, and I believe that it will be either gold or silver backed. That's my hypothesis, if you will. How's that going to happen? You know what just happened in Venezuela with Maduro? Yeah. Yeah. Largest oil holding country, as well as, I believe, trillions in undiscovered silver, or something to that effect, I heard yesterday. Don't quote me at that. Look into it yourself. I'm just putting, again, my prediction out there. Not financial advice, obviously. You do with this information what you will. All right, so that's one part, right? We know that that's fact. We all watched it on the news. That's what happened, all right? Venezuela, Maduro, whatever. Now, to take it a step further, how many of you remember and recall not long ago that Trump met in Saudi Arabia no less than 3 times and inked deals, 3 deals specifically, for $300 billion, $500 billion, and $600 billion. Don't believe me? Fact check it. Now, what is the significance of that? What does Saudi Arabia do? What are they about? You ever heard of the OPEC nations? Well, who leads the OPEC nations? That's right, Saudi Arabia. OPEC nations, the largest oil producing countries, all came together under the OPEC nations, led by Saudi Arabia. Oh, and guess who has a deal with Saudi Arabia and the OPEC nations? The United States. There's oil. What did Venezuela hold? Largest oil producing country. So there you go. You got now the OPEC, in alliance with the United States, oil producing. Now you got Venezuela, after toppling Maduro, oil producing. So there's the oil aspect. Now the silver aspect. Well, lots of undiscovered silver, and lots of mining potential. Now that United States has essentially toppled Venezuela. Have you been looking and watching the silver prices lately? Also notice there's high demand for silver. Everybody's buying. Large corporations are buying silver. They need silver. It's alleged that JP Morgan may be dirtying their hands again with artificial suppression and spiking of silver prices. They already got tapped for a large sum of money for getting caught. They were convicted of it. Manipulating. Quite likely because they, as in, I believe the COMEX was not able to deliver on physical silver, because they had been selling futures, basically paper silver, kind of like the fractional reserve system, or based upon like fractional reserve, where the banks were only had to hold 10% of whatever you deposit, and the rest they could loan out and to others and make money and all this kind of stuff. Same thing, paper silver, the COMEX, futures, etc., etc. So the bad thing about that, if you ever seen It's a Wonderful Life, is when somebody comes and demands the delivery of their physical silver, and they find that it's not there, there tends to be a panic and a run on the bank. And so if that happens, everybody's going to come to the bank to try to get their money out. And I believe that's what's happening with silver right now. Everybody's buying it. Who's going to go for their silver one day and it's not going to be there? Which one of us? Because that's where I believe we're headed. And so with that being said, now conflate all of these ideas, the aforementioned ideas, with AI. And what I contend is, welcome to the future. Tokenized. Right? All the oil, the United States will again assert itself and insert itself as the new world power. Once again, the world power, and all countries will have to come to the United States and its, newly discovered oil holdings and the OPEC nations alliance to get oil. And everybody needs oil. You can't make circuit cards without oil. You can't have, make machinery, and industry needs oil. Everything. Oil is in everything. So anything, I just wanted to put that, I just wanted to put that out there. Something to think about. Maybe I'll develop this further later. All right? Now you've been made free. The question is, what are you going to do with it? We'll talk to you soon. Bye.